Once more into Calero Temple, which has been taking up half of the videos I've made on the DLC so far. This is a big old dungeon, but I am getting to the end of it, which I know because I've already played through this part, but as soon as you leave the elevator, there's also this third teleporter that appears. So not too much left. However, does that mean that I'm going to finish this dungeon in this episode? That is an entirely different question. Let's just see what Lynn has to say first. Yeah, how it might be all connected. I mean, it's the message from the sky. I don't really remember a whole lot of Crossworlds lore because, you know, the whole thing with having two distinct plot lines in the game and also MMO plots, you know. It's like but I do remember that. Big ol' asteroid, and that explains all of the rainbow rock and big crater stuff and everything. And I mean, obviously the pictures on the wall feel like it makes sense. Sure was. A message, though. We're gonna finally find out what the message is. I'm betting you are a super player, spelled out in coins. Which, given how this game has gone up until this point, maybe. That's not impossible, really. All right. And you have to go through that door because this one is closed off. Yep, it's only a one-way ticket. Also, ongoing plot lines still. In fact, several of them, which is... that was always something I liked about the game. Even if you're not a main character, you do still get some personality, like that person who likes sitting on tables and everything. If they were ever going to introduce poison to the game, it would have been in the Vermilion Wasteland, which I don't think they did. I don't think they did. But yeah, you already got burn, you already got shock, everything like that. Oh, and speaking of the Vermilion Wasteland, this is very reminiscent of the final part of the tower. Which, what exactly was that called? If I can go look it up real quick. And central elevator. Come on, it had like a name, right? At least I thought it did. But yeah, where you did like the whole slow shots, and then you had to line everything up correctly. And this one is even all four of the elements once again, which is neat. I was kind of hoping that they would have done the whole thing where they were combining elements and like elemental stuff again, but I guess, you know, imagination for puzzle elements and dungeons can only take you so far. I nailed this one, though. I mean, I haven't immediately done this before the previous one like I did with the last episode, but I think this shouldn't be too bad if I remember it all. I mean, it's just all about using... Hey, got it in there. It's just all about using the element as best you possibly can. And stuff like making sure that you notice that this one right here goes down where it's to hit this. Which that one took me a second to realize. Should be good now, though. Don't hit it with the fire here. You're done with fire, one. But two, it'll go too far. And I actually don't really need to hit it with ice there, but... Bam. Do need to hit it with ice there. Good. And then regular shots. I remember you don't want to throw it on ice because you need to get it in there, and then you need to turn it to steam. Yeah? I think that'll do it. Okay. Good. It's not going to take like a straight 40 minutes or so that it did in the Vermilion Tower, except we are currently in load barring pillars. My favorite part of this dungeon so far. I do have strategy, but I mean, I'm sure you all know what's about to happen. Man. Okay, so simply enough, all I gotta do is just remember. Okay, so last one I destroyed was electricity, so I want to destroy the one that's under an electricity barrier, or a pillar. And there goes that. Destroyed an ice. Destroy one that's under the ice, and then basically continue on like that, etc. and so on, while also at least attempting to... Oh no, I'm almost dead already. Can't Can't I at least explain to the nice people at home what I'm trying to do? Okay. Oh, right, it also explodes then, too. Okay, so destroy ice, look for ice, which is actually right here once again. Okay, I can do this, I can do this. I got a plenty of healing items right now, after all. Destroy fire, looking for fire. Unfortunately, not here. So it does get a little bit trickier. Like, they get wise to your whole strategy here. That or I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. There's equal possibilities of both, too, let's be honest here. I'm not entirely sure why I'm so bad at fighting these enemies, but here we are. Okay, so destroyed ice. There is no ice, but there is a fire. Can I just, like, you know... No, I mean, I guess I wanted to get the color combos again. Whatever, we're just going to do this in this... Look, I had a strategy. That doesn't necessarily mean that I remember it all at how to do it or whatever, because I'm dumb. I'm too stupid to understand basic color matching. I failed elementary school, clearly. Look, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Now, at least I can heal up with the wave attacks, though. As you can see, there's not too much more, though. Much like the temple itself. Unfortunately, whatever I do... I guess, like, wave is the easiest one to take out, so... Or dodge, not to take out. It's like it does give you a pretty ample opportunity to dodge their stuff. Okay. Now, unfortunately... Just keep going, Mega Sandwich. Yeah. Okay, so more wave stuff, or of course. Just getting rid of this. And then again, you know, I had a strategy. I swear it worked better than this. Look, please. I lied. I did, in fact, pass the elementary school, but it might have required bribing people. Look, that's just how it goes. If you're gonna want to survive in the streets here, you gotta make sure that, you know, you're gonna have to grease some palms. Now then, the point is I should know what I'm doing, but I don't. Figured it out, but I didn't. Anyway, let's, yeah, fire will be good because then I can just take out the other two. Pillars, easy enough. I mean, that is a thing where it's just like, you know, the healing items certainly do erase a lot of sins. All right, well, that was a mess. Just do this. Got some of that sweet heals. I mean, that's always why it is a thing that I'll probably end up talking about a little bit later, where it's like I will just straight up attempt to. There's a boss key too. I will just straight up attempt to restart some bosses if I just thought that I was using way too many healing items or something. It's just like you really shouldn't need to. Doesn't mean that I won't, but I do think you shouldn't need to. Okay, so. See, this one I feel like I remember a little bit less. But it's like basically all you need to do is just... Yeah, hit it, and then it will hit that, which I think opens up this thing, allowing it to go over here. Let it go, and let it fly, baby. I think. Then, yeah, I needed to go over here, right? No. Close, but not quite. Yeah, then it was over here. Okay, no, I remember the puzzle now. Yeah, because, yeah, if I did that faster, then you do it there, and then you do it there, and you're done. Okay, yeah. It's fairly simple, all things considered, because it just works with the whole way that the electro ball thing does. But you do gotta be fast. Thankfully, the whole magnet thing is additionally also not super difficult to figure out. Okay, so yeah. It's gonna go over here, yank it up here, do that. This, hit it again, and then I can just yank it right over here. Because as you can see, as soon as it hits that, there we go. It's gonna start screaming, man. And then, what do I even need those jump pads for? I know what I'm doing. The warp one, though, is, of course, a little bit different just because of how wild and wacky it gets. I do think I remember this one pretty well, though. It's like, yeah, once again, you have like the one area that you got to get it into first. And then basically hit it here. And then it's like basically the same sort of thing. Where then I want to go here and then hit it through there, hit it outwards so that I can do that. And then that's the one thing I forgot. Go, man, go, because that's the last thing there. There we go. Good. Yeah, I remember that it's just like you need to move around one of these, and it's easier to do it if you do it when you walk past it. But I was still able to accomplish it anyway, so good. I gotta say, I was slightly worried. But yeah, those puzzles can take a little bit to figure out, and that's why I'm glad that I didn't. I figured them out ahead of time. Because puzzles, you know. To the very end. Yes, the bouncing puzzles. Everyone's favorite. I actually I like them. They're not too bad. Well, I mean, I got into it and then I dipped out to go do side quests. Yeah, it's nice. But like I said, hey, man, as long as I still got the internet, I would be fine with it. Oh, yeah, baby. Finally unlocking the romantic social link for Lucas. Well, close enough. Let's go. If I said no, do you think I would immediately go right now? Look, I would consider walking a date. Totally. Let's go. Oh, because this is something. And yep, the final. All 4 filled out, all ready to go. However, this is not the boss. You might think this is the boss. This is not the boss. This is the pre-boss. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I know how to deal with you guys. Don't even worry about that. In fact, I've gotten a lot of experience dealing with a lot of the more elite enemies in here. Not that you would know by the fact I totally and utterly failed at that, but you know what I mean. I have collected quite a bit of the materials required now for getting a lot of the cool upgrades. Wait, I can still probably. Well, if I was really fast. Okay, now come on. Okay. That actually worked. There we go. I'm surprised that I didn't die there. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of upgrades from these guys so far and everything. So it's like I am doing pretty good as far as knowing how to fight the elite characters that appear here. Let me tell you, they do not appear as often as I want them to. Because, like, yo, for real, though. You gotta grind up quite a bit of the materials now. And they really, don't make it as easy as you'd like them to. No, get out of the way, you fool. I can't believe the enemies are body blocking each other. Now then. Can I get that durian in? Yes, barely. These hummingbirds, I don't know why they give me so much trouble. It's like you can really, if you're just walking in one direction, it's fine. There we go. And this is fine because once again, I can use this to go. A little bit. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I'm remembering how these guys actually work now. Can I get the wave in on him? Actually, I probably could if I hit him like once or twice more. Yeah, I got the mark. There we go. And I take a lot more damage. And there's like the big heal too. Wave is good for healing. That is the one thing I will take away. This is going so horribly. I'm kind of shocked. Oh man, whatever. It's working. You guys though, on the other hand, not quite how I wanted to do it, but that's closer. It's weird how that laser attack, as much as I like it and as cool as it is and everything, it's like I do really get a lot more usage out of the... Really do get a lot more usage out of the other attacks comparatively. Let's go. Still got a good amount of hits in on there. Not too shabby at all. Not as good. Sort of hoping to get even more. You know, I stall out the shield for just longer than I think they're going to. Come on. Oh, come on. Certainly with the amount of fire that I've shot out at you so far, that it's like that should be enough to take you out. Just based on itself. There we are. Should also heal me up too. Durian is nice because it does give you an attack buff as well. Also, a lot of epic metal you get here. Also pretty good for taking out getting all of the really good upgrades. So. No, I didn't actually change into the thing. Yeah. Shock still remains my favorite element. But of course, oh no. How am I going to deal with this? Okay, it doesn't work as well, of course. Like that, it'd just be dumb. Work well enough, let me tell you. I think that two non-elementally aligned guys are going to be enough to take me out. Now, come on. Really now? Another level here, too? And then I can jump up, which is just fun by itself. But let's get back down there. Because we've got the final part of CrossCode, maybe. I'm really not entirely sure. And of course, as always, use the elements. And get hit by the stuff one more time, just for good measure. Developers know the developers feel very proud when the players fail some very basic things, as you know. Wave, please. Oh, whatever, that works too. And a combination of all elements on the floor. Providing you with the final bit, except no, it's not. Because, oh, yeah. I'm going to go in there with that. No, let's open up my 72-hour file instead that has another level and even better equipment on here. And then let's also buff up, too, even more. Almost got maximum focus. And of course, it's going to be in space once again. I sure did. And yet, it's like, prepared as much as I could do. Even got on the super duper drill. I feel very accomplished even grinding that thing out in the first place. All right, let's go. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. I'm not going to be able to do too much of this right now. So, everything's got its own bunch of wacky elemental attacks and everything, and it's going to be just a lot of fun, man. I've gotten a good amount of experience fighting these guys. I know largely what I'm doing, but I'm going to be real with you. This is a really tough boss. Like, it ain't nothing to sneeze at. And also, they really get out of the whole being vulnerable phases really quickly. Didn't even get to keep my cool buff. Worked so hard. However, good. And with her broken, do that. Switch over to ice, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze him right now. That whole recover thing does not take a whole lot of time, and then use all the rest of my points doing Jolt to really build up the break meter. Yeah, the recover as it fills up, as it gets close to the end. Ah, so close, too. I actually really thought that I was going to make that. Good parry opportunities, too. Yeah, of course. I was hoping that, like, maybe the dash would have gotten him. The chill is actually kind of messing me up here. Yeah, well, as it turns out, that actually worked out for me. Got plenty of hits in there. Now, rest of the thing. Okay, so the break, and he's got shock shield on. So I'm going to switch over to cold, because he's going to take... normally I would just use shock, because that does a very good amount of damage to him. It's very good single target spell, but if he's got shock shield on, not so much. Where am I? Yeah, it's like, so I do have to pay attention to, like, the elemental shields like that. But otherwise, it's mostly okay. Okay, charging wasn't even close. Managed to get that one just fine. 1-2, 1-2. Gotta go faster than that. It's okay. Doesn't do that much damage after all. Yeah. And I'm sure, as you can probably guess, as I get him down to half health, then suddenly... I'm so bad at dodging these. Okay, and then as I get him down to half health, we get wave and shock, and then past that point, it's like you all know what's about to be happening here. It's like it's not like a complicated fight. Cannot seemingly dodge that guy from like the left or right. Here, can I heal a little bit? Thank you. That helps. And now they're bringing out like their own super attacks. And now I can't even find... Yeah, no, that's not enough. Okay. Yeah, the ice guy can't really dodge up or like anywhere except for going behind him, I feel like. Come on, can I get him? No, not quite. All I need to do is just take down one of the specters, and they each have their own health. Okay, now he gets his own special attack down and down. Yeah, just go left or right, up, down. Yeah. Doesn't even matter. Obviously, I'm going for the wave guy, though. Go for some of the parries. Doing good. Yeah, that's fine. I probably could have done a little bit more damage there. Good. Like, barely, but good. Just look at that damage up and everything. Yeah, I'll take... Up, down, up, down. And yeah, just the explosion there is frustrating in how that works, because it really does... Let's go horizontal and then vertical. Okay. Yeah, nothing. You gotta really run away from him, though. Nailing the parries, though, at least. Now, come on. Are you kidding me? If he goes vulnerable for even, like... There we go. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I would be able to nail him. Now, get that slow. And then get the shotgun there. I'm gonna... This is... I don't know. I feel like I get the most breakage out of this, but I really do not know if this is the most effective way to do it, I'll be honest. I mean, it gets him very close to being broken, but as you can see, it also hits me away very quickly. Mm-hmm. Get that parry. Come on, even with the jolt. Okay, super attack for you is actually not too difficult at all. It's like up, down, and then vertical, and then kind of slightly to the vertical and horizontal. Got it. Good. That should do it, because all I need is one big electro attack here, and that should break him. And he's got wave shield on, so yeah. Doesn't even matter. That phase is over. And now I am also going to just real quick Durian up once again. Keep my health up. And yeah, it's fun that we do still continue to... Yeah, the charging is actually pretty generous. We do still get the graphite ball, even in the final boss fight. Slightly home in on you. The wave one, though, pretty easy to get through. There's like big explosion, but all you really got to do is just watch out for the balls that are just kind of coming out from the middle, which is easy enough. Now the worst part of this, I'm so bad at dodging. I don't know why. Give me another mooncake. That's also like regen over time too, which is nice. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do any break here either. And here they all come, baby. Let's go. Down. Oh, come on. I thought that I was on element. Oh. Yeah, that one's surprisingly difficult to dodge. It's okay. I'm looking for like the wave one, of course, at this point in time. And I'm actually going to take a heal instead. Yeah. Can I get like wave going on here? Vertical. God. There's also like the entire like area denial here too. But at least I got him. Got him. There we go. Unfortunately, and it's like as much as I don't want it to be this way. Come on. Not bad though. I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna work. I had high hopes though. It's like unfortunately you need to get two of them now. Yeesh. Yeah, at least get a little bit of heal. Just a little bit of heal. Yeah. The regen is also good too. Oh, I don't even know why I went for the big hit. I guess because I thought I might have been able to break them. So bad at that, but it's just like, yeah, that should be enough to at least get me to the next phase. All right, let's go. And also, just real quick, do you mind if I like just what do I have for like the sake stuff? Defense, pin body, bouncer, and focus. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, I actually did get him. So here's the next phase then. Which God knows it's like it hasn't been hard enough already. Let's just keep getting on with it here. More mooncake for the regen. God. Oh no, the charging is actually starting to. I got it. Okay. Okay. Wow. 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 I feel like that was really cutting it close. Yeah, couldn't quite get out of there. Should be able to deal with the rest of these though, easy enough. It's like I said, wave not too bad ultimately. Still got like the mooncake buff up and everything too. Fire, I'm probably going to get hit like once or twice here, but that's okay. And ice shouldn't be bad. Kind of messing it up, though, anyway. This is like a very clearly, you know, shows you exactly where everything's going to go. And one more mooncake for good measure. Because, bruh. Yeah. Can I get even one more mooncake, then? No. I've died against that phase every single time I fought him. Oh, it's pretty tough. Man. Like, I'm so close to getting it, but it's also like, holy Christ, that is a hell of a boss. Oh man, it's a, I'll say this, it's like up until this point in this game, it has been difficult. Certainly. I guess it's like, I don't know if I would say that it's been nearly as difficult as that. So I guess I'm just going to leave that boss then for next time, and let's go do some side quests, chests, everything like that. After all, it's like I have enough side quests for even another episode at this point in time. Well, let's grab one of them anyway. How about you? Arena Plaza. Okay, we can do this one. Because this one I did get a little bit of a preview of, but didn't do myself. Because I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to turn out. Because this is... just get a nice calm down from that adrenaline pumping sort of deal. Yo, you clearly Kickstarter backer. It's Indiegogo. I keep saying Kickstarter. Let's do it. I like how it's all very obvious whenever you have a character like that in here. They just have like that much more detail. Try and figure out where the missing person might be. And I also get like a lot of credits and like stuff and everything from it. It's definitely worth doing, seemingly. Mm-hmm. Yo, you got to Endgame and you don't know what each one of the characters are called? That's right, everybody. It's Rise. I talked about this in a little bit in one of the previous episodes, but this is the Rise quest. Yep. So, Rise is a character. He is, so a few years back when there were a lot of crowdfunding, very famous crowdfunding games going on, there was seemingly one, I assume, independently wealthy guy that just sought to get his ninja OC Rise into every single game possible. This is hardly the first time I've seen this guy before. Probably most famously is, I was going to say Hollow Knight. No, Shovel Knight, where he was one of the many mini bosses that you would fight. And also got like a really big story part, I think, in the Spectre of Torment DLC. It's, but I mean, aside from that, it's like I've seen him in a bunch of other Kickstarter things. And I remember like his ubiquitousness was so much that I remember at least seeing one Kickstarter campaign having the explicit rule of no Rise. And here he is now. Made it all the way into CrossCode. I'm not surprised. I mean, I've actually recognized a couple people that apparently got some backer awards in here. And it's just like, if there's a big one here, it seemed like, yeah, basically back in like 2017, or actually I guess it was more like 2014 or so, you'd find Rise there. All right, isolated house. It's the Hermit House. I do know, it's weird that I remember some things very badly, but it's just like, oh yeah, there's a place that's called the Hermit House in here. Easy. Yeah, why are there hedgehogs in here? They don't follow you outside of loading zones. I know this. Also, they're like extra tough or something? I mean, that doesn't matter because, watch this. No, they're still extra tough. Huh. So, hey guys, you're watching these. These are level 70 hedgehogs. What the hell? They're literally the first creatures you fight in the game. Because, this is a Sonic Adventure 2 reimagining, as I've stated before. How do those even exist? I don't know who these other two characters are, though. There's a few characters like that it's just like I definitely... They're clearly like Kickstarter characters. Like, all the way back in like the first episode or second episode, there was like a character called Code Knight that appeared once, said one thing, and then left. Not quite the same thing as getting an entire quest to yourself. All right, yeah. I actually nearly died because I underestimated them a lot. It's like the weird thing is that throughout the course of the DLC, doing all this sort of stuff, I got like a bunch of the weird odds and ends achievements that I apparently never did before, like killing 8,000 enemies and killing like 500 enemies in a single strike. I've done a lot of grinding here. You know. So, yep. Yeah, we'll see. I remember the one all the way back in the Sapphire Ridge. Yeah, I had to look there. Whatever, I'm over here. We're going over here near the maroon tree. I remember this game well enough. Look, there's one thing that's my forte. It's having a good memory. You guys aren't weak to anything, I assume. Oh no, they aren't. This was entirely unnecessary. But anyway, just a style on him. Like, why even live if you can't style on your enemies? Oh, okay. Because of that. All right. I didn't think that's... What? Hello. Can you not show me, like, electrifying these things with impunity? Actually, once again, why not just do this? I mean, as you can see, like, the way that these normal maroon characters are going down are the way that these penguins should be going down. All right, anyway. Yeah, I think we got stuck in the loading zone. I'm sorry, Leah. Also, by the way, apparently, yeah, it is. I've been switching back and forth between Leia and Leah the entire time here, and it is Leah. It is Leah. So, where are we going now? Yeah, of course, and it's going to be all the way to Sapphire Ridge then. It's like, you guys are, like, max level. You should be able to remember these basic, the basic stuff going on here. And by max level, I mean, I don't actually know what max level is, but at this point in time, I am equipped up with the drill, which does zero out your XP because, well, I do need to, I need to get that extra damage, one, and the drops and everything that it provides you, but also, it's like, you don't get any experience at this level. Even, like, stuff in the Calero Temple, I'm basically getting nothing from. Oh, okay. Somewhere close to huge mushrooms. I mean, I know where I'm going. I like this game a lot. I remember it very well. Yep. Got a whole host of them here, eh? And the laser never really does as much as I want it to. Come on, take him out. As always, the sandworm has always been just the most annoying thing in this area. In any one of these areas, so getting rid of them is kind of like ASAP sort of deal. Everything else, not going to worry too much about. Right? If I die here because of that, would... If I die here because I explicitly was just like, it's all fine, that would be horribly embarrassing. This is really not supposed to be a particularly difficult quest, clearly. Just saying. Because it just threw the boosters on, right? That's really the only thing I can think of. Yeah! No, that didn't even hit the other ones. We still have mooncakes? Yeah. Yeah, you don't actually lose the items when you are, when you die. Those all reset, thankfully. It's sometimes, you know, one of those things that, games really do not like. Hello? Giving you the mercy of sometimes. Oh, you gotta buy everything. There we go. Now we're going to Sapphire Ridge. Let's just hurry it up already. Unless there's going to be some sort of incredible twist going on now. Oh, no. There are loading screens, you know. Alright, that might actually be like a boss or something, though, so... Might be worth, kind of like being a little bit more prepared than usual. Oh, they're just coming... That's cute. Okay, I do like that. Mm-hmm. Not actually just right in front of the arena, eh? Still haven't really done too much with the arena, though. I will say that. It's like, that was always one of those things that's just like, I probably should have done more with, like, the arena, but... I don't know, like, horde mode, sort of like, attack mode, arena mode, whatever you call it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Is, never really been, like, something that I was hugely into. I did it back in, like, what are you guys weak to? Because I forgot. Electricity. Yep. I mean, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I did it back in... Why can I not remember the name? Hyper Light Drifter. I did, like, horde mode and everything for content there, which was fun. I do quite like that game, and the combat is very good in there, but... It's, like, especially doing... The ranking, though, I think is the point where it becomes kind of a difficult sell for me, just because it's like that sort of thing is way more difficult. I do appreciate the fact that they give you a little bit more in terms of ability to fight, like, otherwise one-time bosses, especially with, like, the Vermilion Cup thing, even though I'm probably not going to end up doing it. Hey, don't get me wrong, the creator was a... The creator was a fun fight and everything. However, it was also it was really more of like a storyline fight. It wasn't like particularly difficult or anything. Dang. It wasn't like particularly difficult as far as a fight went. Nice to have the option, though. All right. Come on. Stand up one more time. No. Instead doing, again, the Sonic thing, because it's a very Sonic-focused game. One of the things I wanted to get before I started this up was the final upgrade for the Sonic shoes. That just required way too many materials. They don't give you too many opportunities to get them. Mm-hmm. Still should not be possible. I guess we have talked before about how like they have rudimentary AI even for like basic NPCs and everything, but I don't know. All right, I was really expecting a boss. Wait, could you actually do the... Oh, I actually admit... Huh. So I got some different PvP type of characters now here. Oh well. You can't ban me from the game. I am the game. Never mind. I thought there was going to be a few more PvP things. Yes, I got quite a few things coming to me right now, I believe. Ah, Monka TOS. Gets you every time. Gets you every time. Are we actually going to do it, or is it just going to be like, oh, now you got the option to? Oh, yeah. No, we're doing it. Yeah, go for it. I mean, there's also like PvP fields, which I think is the way that you would normally want to do it, but whatever. I have ice powers all prepped up and ready to go. Okay. I guess I might as well give it a try here, but, okay. I guess I might as well give it a try here just because, you know. Difficulty even higher than Apollo, and Apollo is quite difficult. Quite literally personally, which it would imply that I fought her in a group before. Let's try it out. If I get absolutely destroyed, that's fine. Boy, what are these advertisements on the side here I'm noticing? Get that parry immediately. Come on. Yeah, run into it. That's sweet. No, not quite. There we go. That's more what I'm talking about. Just try to run. Not bad, not bad. It's like I still got the ability to do that sort of deal. I don't know which one is mine and which one is hers. Which is maybe a problem. Yep, right in the corner. Good. Or at least it would have been good. Come on. Okay, fine. We can also do this too. Yeah, exactly. The chill means that getting hit easier. And also homing attacks. And also homing attacks plus heals. Nope. In fact, there's a big old KO instead. Yeah, I'm quite skilled at spamming my ice attacks. I know. Good, got the chill then too. Nope. Ow. Done. Hell yeah. I'll get more serious now. Yeah, just try. No. I got this. Got it. And that should also hit 2 times. Yep, perfect. Jeez. Now it hits multiple times, I see. Got it. Come on. Oh, come on. That was enough to still hit me, though? I just get her in the corner. That seems to be... Oh. How come I don't get these abilities? I guess it's because I'm not a hexacast. Now you say that, but like... Yeah, how about this? Mm-hmm. It's annoying that you also get a shield there, too, I gotta say. she's taking damage. Yeah? Yeah, exactly. One more. Fortunately, still did lose one there, but it's ain't going too bad. Uh-huh. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just gonna keep doing this over and over. Yeah, there you go. How about that? Harder than Apollo? Hardly. You ain't got nothing on Polly. A lot of damage taken. Gold though. Hey, come on. I think that went pretty good. Okay, back to the lobby then. Some good stuff. Feel like some of those attacks might have been a little bit cheap though, but I mean, you know, and whatever. Okay. Well, I've also done one other of the side quests here, and then I got another 2 next time. So pick right up after that. Oh, and then also all the chests too, of course. So pick right up after that. I'm back in Bergen Trail for the other side quest of the episode, where we're going to be continuing the goat storyline. Yes, the goat storyline. I've done so many side quests in the course of this series that it's strange to think that we're revisiting the goats. If you don't remember what happened last time, and I don't blame you, that was episode 3, I think? There was a guy going around creating super intelligent super goats in an effort to take over the world. But when he unveiled his ultimate goat, it immediately turned around and killed him. But it's okay. He came back later as like a superhuman, like as a major villain of the game, because as it turns out, he was actually genetically engineered to become more powerful as he got infected with viruses. So him getting killed there was actually all part of his plan, even though it was really clearly a stupid retcon on the part of the developers. But hey, I guess it's fine. Wesker was a fun villain. We all want to see him come back. Oh, also the Papa Gang is here too. So hey, we get to see 2 different factions. It's not just the goats. Not Buster. Great. Look, I don't like the name, but if I had to get used to saying Yeeter in Dead Cells, I can get used to saying Nutbuster for this quest at least. And it's a good thing that I remember how to fight these fairly enemies that I haven't seen for quite a while. Because otherwise it could be kind of a problem, considering these aren't even the boss ones, and I'm already down half health, and oh god, it's like it's only gonna get way worse from this point. I can't believe I was doing so badly right now. Well, hey, nothing a little bit of wave energy can't fix, as always. Oh yes, in the goat storyline, there was also a young goat that we befriended to diffuse the tensions between goat and mankind, or something. Look, it was all a pretty simple storyline, pretty casual storyline, as I've talked about in CrossCode quite a bit, where it's like the stakes aren't super huge or anything, and and a lot of the stuff is very silly. This is the sort of game that I would say you can let your kids play, basically. Because, yeah, I don't know. I've always really liked that about the game, because it's like I'm so used to everything being life or death, or like the world's existence hangs in the balance, that just to have like, hey, characters make up after having an argument really quickly, or the game being largely about, hey, go explore this big track. It's fun. Of course, I also think that's just because I played so many different video games in my time that I just sometimes like seeing something that's different. Talked about that a lot in the Puss series. Ghost of Tsushima, I talked about liking that it was just so deadly serious at all points in time. Was the plot amazing? It was okay, but it's like mostly I just liked that it was... There was no goofiness, tongue-in-cheek type of stuff, which I see in a lot of video games, this one included. Well. I mean, besides, you also got like a lot of fun science fiction stuff here, too, in addition to that. I don't know if you had your kid play this, if they would really understand like the nature of consciousness and the difference between like something, an AI and humans and everything like that. But I mean, even from the very beginning, the game was very much on the side of Leah. In fact, having human-level intelligence. She does. Every one of the Evatars is pretty much copied from a human brain, so it makes sense. And the only character who was even somewhat not willing to admit that was Sidwell, and he's the villain of the game. And even then, it seemed like by the end, it was mostly him trying to convince himself that it was different, just to justify his own information gathering needs. But I mean, there's still other stuff, like for example, the brains are the exact same as the original person. It's like you can almost consider them to be the same people, if Luke and Lucas didn't exist at the same time. I mean, yeah, it's like there's a very clear split in between the two characters, but would you say for like an Evatar that it's like they're not the same person as they were before the CrossCode that copied their brain? Like it's totally tabula rasa? No, the game never gotten to this point. Why am I doing it? But yeah, I like plotlines like that. They're fun. Science fiction stuff is a good medium for those sort of questions. Because anybody who watched a lot of Star Trek would know. I've watched a lot of Star Trek, by the way. Anyway, yes. Continuing on here, though. All right. So, going back to Gaia's Garden, which, I mean, I suppose makes sense, because we've gotten a lot of stuff in Bakikum up until this point. I got 2 quests there between the distillery and the other quests that I haven't done just yet with, like, cyber versions of some of the enemies around there. But nothing really in Gaia's Garden. I mean, even Sapphire Ridge had, the start of the last major dungeon and everything. So we do at least get to see everybody else's extremely serious grimaces in the police force as well. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess there was the ninja guy, but that was a pretty minor quest, and also I don't know if I'm entirely finished with it or not, because I can't find that guy anywhere else. But oh well. Oh, but as it turns out, I have many connections in the eastern. Well, okay, I have one major connection in the eastern part of the city, but that's obviously where I'm going to be going first. I worked for a different mob, the human mob, for a time. Not as good as the bird mob, but of course that is because I am biased, as I'm sure you could probably tell. But yeah, it's just go talk to that one guy and then find out that I really should not have been turning every one of my crafting items into stuff as soon as I got them. Also, we do have that one, the one vendor here that sells the 1-up consumable. Might be useful in the final boss fight. I should remember that for future attempts, because I think that's just like the mooncake, except even better. So yeah, 400,000 credits, no problem. Chef sandwiches. Every single time I get any one of like the fruit sets or vegetable sets or spice sets or whatever, I would turn them into consumable items. So yeah, that actually took longer than it probably should have. But yeah. Bird-related merchandise. I see. Time to go buy... What would a bird even sell? I have no idea. They're just shiny things it picks up off the ground, I guess. As you do. But, yeah. My initial idea was just like, well, probably should just go up on the roof, right? Because that's where the bird would be. No, he's actually just right above me there. It's fairly easy to find him, but I was not... Yeah, there. It's not quite looking in that area. I do quite like this avatar. It's sad that it's only used... And fruit sets again. Yeah. Oh, man. This... All right. So, again, took maybe a bit longer than it should have to get those again. Yeah, it's too bad it's only used in this one quest. I would have liked to have seen more of these NPCs. Yes, yes, of course. Thank you for the egg. Surprise eggs. What's inside? Although it did say it was made of valuable material. It's trash. I mean, obviously, you cannot get rid of trash. I have like 78 or something trash last I checked. You can't get rid of that either. Well, one more for the pile. Yeah, I don't think it even does anything either. This is not Planescape Torment, where as it turns out you want to keep at least one trash on your person and instead have to restart the game if you got rid of all of it because it's literally called trash. Why would you need it? But the guy's the garbage king. I guess, yeah, he might want to use that for as a key for some of his stuff. Yeah. It's a good game, though. I liked it quite a bit. Well, anyway, yeah, now I'm on the roof. It's largely birdseed, but, I mean, it's good. Never had such delicious sunflower. Yeah, it's respectable. Reputable, even. And unfortunately, that's it for the really great bird avatar. I'm going to miss it. But in the meantime, despite being a very small area, all of the tables do block the shot. So it's actually pretty easy not to get hit a whole lot. And also to accidentally screw up my own shots. But as soon as you figure that... Notice the NPC in the upper right corner is trying to get into position quite a bit there. Anyway. Running into the wall is not going to save you. But yeah, I still managed to screw it up anyway. I fought so many of these characters before. How am I screwing it all up now? Oh no. It's embarrassing. A lot of points where it's just like sometimes I will just re-record stuff if fights go this poorly, but I didn't die, so it's fine. Yo, they could have just kept him. I don't care all that much about getting the stuff I got. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, then. Welcome to Hotline Miami. Ah, come on. Like that they apparently went to the effort to give dancing animations to the goats. Mm-hmm. All right, mini bosses. Also, yes, I do like that one of the goats is apparently just a regular patron of the establishment because it also ran back there and is continuing to dance even. Well, anyway, same basic thing as last time, but at least now I can't fall off the edges. Oh, and the DJ is still going too, which is again a commitment to the job that I certainly would never have. I can respect that. Now then, still Wave being my best friend here insofar as having a lot of potential to heal. And also, I mean, you know, just the mark is good too. Oh, I see you brought out the bombs. Yes. The disco floor bombs. Well, as it turns out, I'm kind of getting used to doing this whole rigmarole again, so it's actually more of an advantage than a disadvantage at this point. There you go. It wasn't even me that hit that bomb there. That was one of the goats. Whatever. If they don't know how to avoid friendly fire, that's not my problem. There. And then Papa Boss the Younger. Still, the fact that I still have a bunch of bombs hanging around here says, like, yeah, not going to be too big a deal. Especially because apparently, yeah, those bombs do in fact take out the lesser mobsters, the Nutbusters. Yes, I said that I was going to say it. I'm saying it pretty easily. Doesn't actually harm the boss too much, though. It would take a lot to actually break him. Which I'm still trying anyway, but if I can hit the bomb. Now that's more interesting. A little bit trickier than the usual just tracking bombs around there. Come on. Stupid perspective. Still difficult to tell. Not too difficult to dodge, though, because they're fairly slow, the missiles, and you know, they have a very wide turn radius. And yeah, there's where I found out it's like, you can hit them. Making it even easier to deal with. There we go. Fortunately, now the fight is over. For now, at least, but let's go right back up on the roof. Yes, since I noticed this before, it's like, yeah, there is an actual explanation. Okay, then. Why not? There, finally we get some usage of the Ghost Translator. Yes. Why? Why are you working with a mob? Why any of this? Does this even matter? It's like you're talking to goats. The puns. Apparently you can just have a floating platform like that. And it goes some distance, I'll say that right now. I guess that's the power of the Papa game and their general level of technology. Yeah, I suppose those bombs it's throwing down are actually like bananas or something. I'm not entirely sure. It's a unique sprite though. Okay, significantly easier to take out once I've already gotten the health bar down once. Heretofore boss healing capabilities. Heretofore unseen boss healing capabilities. I mean, at least not seen since Bilston, all the way back in, again, probably episode 2 or 3 or something. Remember that guy? Had a bag of sandwiches? What a character. Anyway. Wave. Still pretty great. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to get too much farther than the phase change, but that's okay. And the steel ball of just the non-elemental attack did pretty good there. Right? Just staying far enough away is a pretty good strategy. Come on. Come on. So close. Oh, jeez. Now, there's where the whole like steel ball thing would probably have come in handy once again. I don't even know why I'm bothering healing, considering that it's just like I could just end this instead. You heal very quickly when you're outside of a fight. There we go. Went for the wave anyway. Not my best boss fight. All right, open for business. Yo, I killed your boss. You got anything to say about that? And the answer is no, because I did in fact go and ask everybody that I possibly could to see if there was any new dialogue in the club. There is not. All right. I guess. Yeah, Rhombus Square. That's a pretty... That was just one singular floating platform. Well... Was a little bit farther than I thought, all the way in the upper right of Rhombus Square, but here we go. This is, of course, the big encounter. Our last boss, nothing compared to what's coming up, which is actually very much true. It is, this one was kind of rough. Actually, it's not even that rough. It was just more that I wanted to keep continuously reach. Because that's the thing. With a lot of bosses in this game, I will continuously retry them just because, okay, so here's the thing. CrossCode overall, I would say, not a tremendously difficult game. It can be decently difficult at times, and certainly that final boss has been real rough. But I want to say that for the most part, if you're willing to use a whole bunch of buffs and healing items especially, you can just tank your way through most fights, really. But overall, I try to at least like record somewhat minimal item usage, like not like truly not like, you know, no healing or anything, challenging myself, but just like I don't want to just continuously tank my way through everything and just keep downing mooncakes over and over just because, yeah. I think it just looks better if you do it like that. Just my opinion on it, though. I see you've spawned more bombs. Well, as it turns out, that's going to be that was a bad idea on your part. Because I mean, especially because it breaks the enemies instantly. Well, it doesn't break them instantly. It puts them off guard or off balance, which means that you can break them right after that. But yeah, it's like when you have, especially just like a small and no hole arena like this. Yeah. That said, I mean, I am going... oh, yeah, that said about the whole boss thing. It's like, I am definitely going to be abusing healing items as much as possible for that final boss because it's tough. It is quite tough. Yes. More movie references. Since I know that we've already had a Godfather reference in this game. That was the guy that I was working for before. Cannot... Well, anyway. So the Godfather. Yeah, this is a boss. It's like it takes a little bit to like kind of get used to, but it is very consistent in how he works. And it's like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wait specifically until I think, yeah, like after this, he's going to go into a phase where I can break him pretty easily. And otherwise, you don't really deal too much damage to him. Because much like the regular goats, which are weaker when you are... who are much weaker when you have them shooting out their horns. Same thing here. Not bad. Well, yeah, pretty much the same thing, except it gets even more intense over time. Also, I think that any point in time that you get right up next to him, he will go for the giant kick attack. Yeah, probably the easiest not to stay too close, and then to stay in the middle to make sure that you can, yeah, kind of maneuver your way. That was the thing that I really wanted to try and get like better. Cause like I felt like I wasn't dodging the horn attack like that as well as I could. Cause I know how to do it. But yeah. A little bit tricky, and those usually have some pretty big hitboxes on them. The ice spikes, bigger than they might look. Good. It's like left, right, or I could have just blocked them too. But whatever, blocking's lame. I haven't blocked at all over the course of this game. And that wasn't enough to get the break there. which is surprising. But it's like, even if I just tried to attack like a whole bunch right now, I could probably get it. Yeah. Come on. Ah. And that's what happens when you actually get hit by that, which I was trying to avoid showing, but yeah, it is just a big hit there. No, come on. I mean, I have killed a lot of goats up until this point, but it didn't really give me the chance to spare them up until now. Yeah, but you had to go through the Papa Gang for this? Even if this is like legitimate goods and everything? Ah, come on. Especially because, as far as I know, Hoover does not have the goat translator. So, must be very convincing. I mean, you did a pretty good job nonetheless. I'd like to say that was a good fight. Okay. And then, as I'm going to explain as I go turning the quest, that they do also sell, goat milk and goat cheese, which are some pretty decent buffs. Not anything compared to, like, everything that I got right now, but I suppose it's, like, a cheaper way to get the plus 20% attack and defense, which otherwise... Which is fairly high tier, all things considered. But, yeah, I'm not, probably not going to end up using that too much. And nothing I need, though. Over in the Cliff exhibition, which, yeah, of course. Why not? Asteroid Chunk 2 for upgrading materials. Get some of the major ascended equipment like that. No surprise with the way that these are the endgame quests are working. All right, so chests in Calero. Now, one of the things that I did get over the course of doing the entire Calero dungeon are a couple keys, which I had not used for anything, and I don't think I will use for anything aside from just optional chests at this point in time. So that was, I don't know, it's a kind of an interesting way to do the dungeon. It's just like only the master key really mattered, and there wasn't a puzzle or anything to even get that into the lock. It's all very straightforward by the time that you got there. But yeah, here's the usage of one of them. Well, there's also like this area over here, though, first. Needless to say, the gold chests are going to have the good stuff in it. Again, stuff for like creating ascended equipment, basically. And that's just stuff for unlocking other things later. Much like the archipelago. I could have done that better. Once again, I'm screwing up a lot of the bouncing puzzles. Not really getting them in the way that you should. They are certainly getting more difficult, but not that much more difficult. Alright, jump right over here, and one of the easier chests to get, but of course that's why it's only a bronze one. Barrel beaks. No, give me rumble hives. That's the stuff that took forever to get from the bears. The bears, which I have a symbiotic relationship with bees. Burned ash, though, is also useful, too. That's the Flame Archon deal. Yeah, that one, it's like, I didn't do that correctly, basically. I did shenanigans to bounce it off at a very specific angle to open that up. There's also a second one on the other side of this, which is, I guess, like, optional, because you can get over to the east side of this area without opening it up, but... I went back because I was still missing one chest, probably after I beat the boss, but, you know, I was missing one chest, so I was thinking maybe if I open up both of those, it'll do something. It did not. And then actually for a very long time, I forgot to go up from this area, despite the fact that I was clearly thinking about it right there. It was maybe a mistake that took me a while to figure out. Yeah, there's the other one. And it's actually pretty simple how you're supposed to do it, but I couldn't figure it out because I'm stupid. All right. Yeah, I don't need to jump off there. It took me a second to figure it out, but all the way down here, there is a little ledge that you can jump up on top of. Right there. Kind of hidden, but it really shouldn't be that hidden. You can also, I think, jump over on top of the pillar there, but there's no teleporter, which is somewhat unusual because, as we've seen up to this point, that it's like, yeah, each time that you go on top of one of those pillars, usually you get a warp place. So, I don't know. It's strange that they let you be able to do it, but then there's not actually anything for doing it. Unless maybe that's the chest that I'm missing. I turned on the chest detector again to make sure that I could find out if anything was around here, but nothing else was pinging, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe there's like another side quest or something, too, that could be happening down here. Those chests, as well as the ones that you get for keys, also do count eventually. And forgot to go up from that point yet again, but I did realize that, yes, you want to go over here for a different chest. Well, actually, not even just a different chest, but one of the like, really involved ones that you have to go get. Using another key unlock and opening up that one area earlier. Mm-hmm. Now, come on. That one's very simple to get to. Here we go, and then it's pretty much just, yeah, there's the Flame Archon thing. That's where we get Burned Ash from, also a pretty important crafting material. And it's only the one right there, as far as I know. Maybe after I beat Calero Temple or something, they'll have some more consistent way to grind that out, but as it is, it's like you get one Bier, and you get one of the... I cannot remember their actual name. Flame Archons. Let's just call them that. Fire ladies. And of course, anything that requires a lot of stuff to get is a pet. This one is a bat. It says Bat Boy, but it's just a bat. Yeah. And then, yeah. Completely missed getting that earlier, which is weird. I don't even know why that is, but yeah, no excuse really. I had to go through the entire dungeon. I mean, all the puzzles were solved, but still was more of a trek than it needed to be. I learned nothing from Apollo, apparently. And then also, as always, jumping on top of the pillars gives you something. Never not true. And over here, similarly. More pillars. Yeah, this is a pretty long way to go. I think you know exactly what I'm about to go get from this. Yet again. And as far as I know, I think these are the last two pets in the game. Unless there's something... I mean, I guess if they were trying to go for, like, an even number, there might be one more. And maybe for, like, completing the game or something, I can find them. Or one of the other side quests that has yet to be unlocked. But at least for right now, I think this is it. With the butterfly. It's a butterfly. Single flap can cause the biggest storm. And if you leave it alone for a while, it does start creating a little tornado. Which is cute. But yeah, only 2 more chests that I know about, but like I said, there is still one missing. And similarly, there's also like the coin puzzle thing that I had to do over in the archipelago, which I don't know where the last one is. Maybe I'll get it after I beat the boss, which would be very silly, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Look, I'm still committed to doing basically 100% of the game, so why not? Or at least as close as I can possibly get it. Not going to go back and refight Apollo each time to never lose a round against him, which is one of the achievements. That's a bit too much. Yeah! It's been a while since that's happened. Diamonds. Then, yeah, I actually had to come back here using the chest detector to even figure out where this one was. Not difficult to get, but did fool me for a time. Especially because it's a little bit hard to judge distances once again. Alright, so in the records then, I still got a whole bunch of enemies that I just saw, like the goat father here. Boss goat. Hell of horn-shaped bullets, I mean, yeah. Also dumb references, as always. There's a lot of them in this game. Did I not? Oh, right, that's gonna be a different thing. Nah. Nutbuster, which is a dumb name, of course. And then, aside from that, you also got the boss himself. It's like, man, the amount of health is just really starting to get up there. Got a very Donkey Kong style thing with fruit bombs. And what else? What else? Beer bot. It's a fairly simple enemy, all things considered, but still frustrating to fight because those bees really do home in on you very well. Hum Magnum. Mugnum, as you will. Already seen those guys. The Kims. Is there anything else then that I had to fight? I mean, I guess we do have, like, the statues. Super organism. I don't know if I would call it that, but sure. Also unsupportive pillar. Not as powerful as the security brutes. Of course, it's like, it's not so much them that were the problem, but the giant tower, of course. And Guardian statue. Interesting sort of character. Wild decoration. Alright, and then final turret. No, that's a Vermilion Tower one. Oh, Ginthar. Yeah, there's the actual name of the monk. Armless monk. It's like, certainly gives the final boss, it gives a good preview of what the final boss is going to be like, I suppose. Lily. A flower? Yes. It is Hexcast. Okay, there we go. Star Chasers, huh. Huh. So I guess Rise used permaband from the game. There we are. Ask and answer. And Apollo 4, did I ever happen to look? Yeah, it's just basic same thing. So, on an Autumn's Rise, I guess. Yeah, the crystalids, all a lot of fun stuff, but not really too interesting on their own, given that they die very easily to, you know, the stuff. Tremmy. That was a character. Yeah, it's like they got so much more powerful. Anyway, that's not even the one that I fought recently. There's Distiller. Drunken Being. Sure. Buff Bloomy was always a character. Yes, I know, I fought the thing. Do you see Angler? Did I? Yeah, I definitely did look at that one before. Son of the East. A lot of fun characters here. Guardian statue. Yep, and I guess that is mostly everything for right now, but let's also take a look at the final botanics here now that I got those entirely complete too. Alpha shards. You have to get 50 of these to unlock the fact that you get 50% of the time a strange shard from it. You know, cool, great. And I already looked at these, but, you know, take one more look. Still got nothing new there. And I did get the best drill in the game, of course. Is it going to be enough to beat the final boss? Yes, but we'll have to see that next time.